Hey Scotty, I think we finally have some time to unbox the Lost Caverns of Ixalan stuff. Are you with me? Alright, cool. Let's get to it. Hello everyone and welcome to another one of our Lazy Swim unboxing videos. Series where Scotty and I take the time to unbox products and read our cards while letting you know how good they are and if the product is truly worth your time and money. So grab your favorite drink, sit down, lay back and relax as we dive into this unboxing. And today we're finally having a look at the set booster of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I know we're a little bit behind everybody else with these unboxings. There's a lot in the works that is going to be revealed in the next few months, we hope. And therefore, Scotty and I have been busy bees, and we haven't been able to really get to these unboxings, but we're finally here. So thank you very much, Scotty, for this wonderful introduction. Now, remember that set boosters, unlike draft boosters, have the Jurassic World cards inside. So that's one in every 12 packs. Oh, they even put it up here. We'll include one. And yeah, it's going to be nice. This one contains 30 little set boosters. So realistically, if you're lucky, you're gonna get at least 2. You might get lucky and get a bit more. Keep note of that. But anyway, that's it. Let's dive into this. And I must say, this set has some beautiful themes, beautiful, strong cards I'm really excited about. And just overall, and on our draft unboxing, we saw some really great cards. And the alternate version, the borderless version, are also gorgeous. Joy to open here. Now, of course, if you're new to this channel, what we do is we read every card if we haven't seen it before. But since we've seen almost all, if not all the commons, we will skip through them in this one. Okay, here's the treasure trove box topper, 1 in each box, and then the 30 boosters. Now, do remember that almost always, almost every other booster, you get a common in the treasure trove box toppers. So please don't worry too much about these cards. The likelihood that you're gonna get something very good is slim to none. Anyway, these are going to be also an introduction to our Jurassic World or Jurassic Park cards, and that's going to be an exciting new thing. And for those that grew up reading the book or watching the movies, this is going to be a cool thing. So let's open up our box topper first and let's see how it goes. Do we get something great? Okay, well, we got a rare, at least. This is the Fist of Suns. And so this is, if I'm not mistaken, 5th Dawn that it was introduced. Cost 3 generic, and you may pay any of the Wooburg rather than pay the mana cost for your spells when you cast them. I might be wrong when this was introduced, but at least we got a rare, and it's not a bad one, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then after that, without further ado, let's dive into the set boosters and let's see what amazing cards we get here. And I'm gonna be excited for these. I love set boosters, and I know that they're gonna be phased out. No, draft boosters are being phased out. Never mind. Set boosters are making so much money, so I'm really happy. And let's go on. So the first star card, and then a cave, and then we'll move on to the uncommon. Fossilize a gargantuan leech and a bat colony. Then we get a tithing blade, which is, so this is how it's going to be on this one. Okay, first you get a cave, then you get the commons, then you're going to get one of the flippy flappy cards. Oh, and then we get the rare, which is hulking raptor. We've seen it before, very nice. And then a primordial gnawer as a foil. Voila. So I think this is a common, so I'll just put them in the common pile. Do I have a common pile? No, I did not make it. Give me a sec, guys. There you go. Common pile achieved. Okie dokie. Let's soldier on to the next one. So yeah, the cards in here are really cool. I love the gods. They're a very nice way of introducing some new really cool lore to the set. Oh, Chalice of the Void. Oh, that'd be nice to get. That's the most expensive of the box toppers. And we go on. We have here the common, the uncommon, Scamper Bear, Calamitous Cave-In, Exile's Lore Keeper, Lowstone Needle, who get lost in the borderless version. Very beautiful. I think this is the Old Tech borderless version, and you can notice the Old Tech one from the beautiful Mesoamerican colors and just overall everything. We've seen this one before. Actually, no, we've not seen this one before. So this is an instant. It costs 2. It's white instant. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. This is actually very good. I really like it. I like the other one that was in one of the Crimson Vow or whatever expansion that gave him a clue. It gives him 2 map tokens, so it's a bit of an unbalance out, but it's still a very good card. I like it. So this is quite nice, and that's a borderless, so maybe we'll keep it here. Then we get Masultani, the Great Door. Okay, so that's a legendary artifact. that we've seen before, right? Yeah, draw card. Yeah, this one is the looter shooter. And then we have a foil back there. What? Oh, Quintorius Khan. Oh, that is so cool. This is the borderless all-tech version of Quintorius Khan, and it's in foil. That's insane. That's actually really rare to get this. If I'm not mistaken, in drafts, it's at least less than 1%. I'm not sure about set boosters if they've stated it or not, but I would have to look back at our video of what the percentages was, but that's insane. That's really cool. Yep, the foil borderless mythic is less than 1%, as I thought. Yep, so wow, that's Quintorius. Okay, let's have a look at it. And the foiling is just beautiful. Just all the colors. Oh my god. Okay, 4 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Quintorius, newly sparked, cost 5 with Boros in the cost. And whenever you cast a spell from exile, Quintorius Khan deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. And then for +1, you create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token, which is great because it comes in play, you get a protection for it. And then a -3, you discover 4, which is insanely good. And then a -6, exile any number of cards from your graveyard, target cards, and then add 1 red mana for each card exiled. This way you may play those cards this turn. This is an insanely good card for limited and probably for some constructed. I really love it. And the fact that we got it foil, oh my god, that is so cool. All right, I'll stop acting like a child. I'll try. I don't know. Oh my god, that is so nice, honestly. Less than 1% chance to get that, by the way. So yeah, there you go. Woo! Another beautiful all-tech borderless version. In vain. And then the comments. Enterprising Scallywag. I love that he is an enterprise. Oh, it's our fault. Creepy minecart. Ooh, I came back. Yeah, okay, let's keep it in the different versions. Wow. Pat Laza's son favorite. This is one of the commanders of the Velociraptor, if I'm not mistaken. This is a 4/4 dinosaur that costs 2 generic and Naya. And yeah, it's a legendary creature dinosaur. Whenever it enters or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, where X is the creature's toughness. Do this only each turn. So it's really good. You can definitely, with the big dinosaurs, get the dinosaurs into play from discovery and or any other permanent spells. That's really interesting. I really like this card. And then I don't know where to put it because this is the actual commander cards, but it's also a borderless one. I think I'll keep it in the borderless pile. Okay, then we get Kellen. Wow, this pack was packed. It was packed. Then we get Kellen, and we've seen it before. The Daring Traveler, very beautiful card. And then Pit of Offering. We've not seen this one before, funny enough. It enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, it's up to 3 target cards from graveyard. It's not bad. The Cave, of course. And then you tap to add 1 generic and tap to add 1 mana of any exiled card color. So this could be one of those fixers. Oh my god, this pack. Holy moly. Urset's Gnomes. This is a Mirage card. I don't know the value of it. This is a 1/1 artifact creature. 3 generic. Tap. Target spell is colorless. Play a disability and interrupt. And tap. Target permanent is colorless until the end of turn. So it makes things colorless. That's really, really cool. This is a blast from the past for me. I remember opening Mirage back then. Very, very, very nice. This pack has had a list slot, a wildcard slot that was borderless, a rare, of course. And what else? I think that's about it. Maybe the Akenback as well, but that's insane. Uchembaki. Cool, let's go on. Okay, the first of the poster lands. Let's see here, past the commons into the uncommons. We have Ninconsil, Chart of Course, Idol of the King. Ooh, the Restless Ridgeline. Okay, so that is it, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for the Restless card. We have 1 of each now. So this one is the Gruul one, and it becomes a 3/4 dinosaur creature on the turn, and whenever it attacks, another target attacking creature gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. Fairly good. Very nice. I'm happy. And then an acrobatic leap and a dinosaur token. So far, the opening has been insane. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, let's go. Ooh, cool. Okay, Hidden Cataract, and then on to the uncommon. Self-reflection, important, especially on the toilet. Council of Echoes, Scotty Scavenger. Ooh, Esquintel, firstborn of Gishat. That's a really cool little guy. It's a Gruul, and it costs 2. And it's 2/3 dinosaur legendary creature with haste. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 generic, and when you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. That's very good. It becomes a burn spell, kind of. Very, very nice. Really cool right here. And then we get Amalia Benavides Aguirre. And we've seen her before. And then Disruptor 1 and a gnome token. Okay, Hotali, Hidden Nursery, Heat Up, and then the commons. Demon Pickaxe, I would like this one. Looks like Conservator. Yeah, we've seen this one. Yep. Market Gnome, Twist and Turns. Ooh, Subterranean Schooner. I don't know. The Subterranean Schooner is a vehicle, is a 3/4 that cruises for 1 and costs only 2. That's great. And when it attacks, target creature that's crewed it this turn explores. That's insane for a limited. I'm just gonna say that, but even in general for any explorer deck, that's really good. Walk with the ancestors in foil, and a special guest is here. Mary the Weatherlight Duelist. This is a mythic special guest. 3/2 cat warrior that costs 3 with Celestia, and the cost is a first striker whenever Mary Weatherlight Duelist attacks. Each opponent can't block more than 1 creature this combat, and as long as Mary is tapped, no more than 1 creature can attack each combat. This is a very, very, very cool card. Actually, because it's special guest, I'll leave it there. I mean, so far we've gotten very lucky. Wow, that is an incredible set booster. I think the last set booster we kind of got very unlucky, so this one it's a good balance of karma, I would reckon. And we go for the uncommon and see these things are really, really nice. I love the ability to get so many of beautiful type version cards. This is why I say if you're at an entry level, you don't want to spend an insane amount of money, set boosters are the way to go, because you get to experience quite a lot of what is inside of a collector booster. So you get that taste, plus you have the list slot, which the collector boosters don't have, and it's just overall great value for money usually. Okay, so we have a Chinote Scout, Glowcap Lantern, Merfolk Cave Diver, Sorcerer Spyglass, Kazlim, and then we have another one of the, if I'm not mistaken, wild cards. This is one, I don't know from what deck it's from, but it's one of the commander cards. Contest of Claws. As a sorcery that costs 2 is green, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. If excess damage was dealt this way, you get to discover X, where X is the excess damage. That's very, very good. It might be in the Velociraptor deck. I'm not sure, because there's also the Explorers of the Deep that has green. Wow, Ojer Axonil or Oyer Axonil, Deepest Might. I don't know how you pronounce that, but we've seen this before, and that's really, really freaking cool. And this is the first mythic, if I'm not mistaken, that is a proper, just normal, bland old mythic. And yeah, it's really nice actually. The mythics go up there. And then we have Mythic Draw foil and just an old mini game. So yeah, we're almost done with the first third. Very, very, very lucky so far with this unboxing. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, let's see some more of the gods. Okie dokie, Hidden Volcano, the Common, Spyglass Siren, Ziowa's Justice, Ziowa Lava Tongue, and then we get Ninkansil in the showcase version card, and then we get Lost. Okay, so this is the non-boardless version. Very, very nice. I love this card. I might play it in my mono white. And then Captain Storm and foil, and then a Vampire Demon token. Very, very cool. Next up, let's see. Oh, I love this card. The Piranha card is another poster land. And we soldier on. I'm going to start moving the commons out of the way as they're going to start piling up and falling over. Okay, Mischievous Pup, Contested Game Ball, Caparocti Sunborn, Curator of Sun's Creation, Healy's Justice, Cavern of Souls makes a splash. A great mythic. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the best get in here. It is a reprint. It is very, very useful for modern, for standard, and for anything really that is basically tribal. And it's a wonderful, wonderful card. As it enters the battlefield, you get to choose a creature type. You tap to add 1 generic and tap to add 1 mana of any color. You spend that mana only to cast spells of the chosen type, and that spell can't be countered. One of the great, and I'm happy to see them. I'm hoping to get a full playset, but we'll see. Anyway, Staggering Size and Merfolk. I'm so happy of seeing that Cavern of Souls. And that's a normal version, of course. And it's very, very beautiful. Okie doke. Let's soldier on as usual. And we have here the Pit of Offering, Ukembak or Yuchenbak, Cavern of Small. Ooh, Ooh, Scythe-Claw Raptor and the Borderless version. Ooh, and we get to see one of the first Jurassic World cards. Of course, because I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like 58% chance to get the land. Most of the time you're just going to be seeing the land. So if you do get lucky and you get to open something, that's really nice. So this is an island. On the front you get to see this huge dinosaur in the tank, and then of course after the break you see the dinosaur that has escaped. And if you've seen where this is from, this is really cool. I'm gonna put it there. Then we have our rare Deep Fathom Echo as a 4/4 Merfolk Spirit that costs 4 with Simic in the cost, and at the beginning of combat in your turn this explores. That's great. Then you may have it become a copy of another creature you control until the end of turn. Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. So the creature will have the counters if needed. That's a very good card. Now we have the Clayfire Bricks, and I will take that. Yay, Cavalier of Thorns reprint. I remember this, opening these in the core 2020, and yeah, this is an Elemental Knight 5/6 in a list slot that costs 5 with 3 green pips. And yeah, in Pioneer you guys know this one very well. It has reach, and whenever it enters the battlefield you reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You put a land card from among them onto the battlefield and the rest into your graveyard. When it dies you may exile it. If you do, and put another target card from graveyard on top of your library. Very good card. It's a mythic and it's a list slot. Wow, how lucky are we today? Okay, next up. Ooh, that's another cool one. Captivating Cave, Unlucky Drop, and all the other comments. And then we have Might of the Ancestors, Malmet Battlegriff, Taslim, Courses of the Lost, or Ask a Puzzle Door, and a Dinosaur Token. As we see more and more, we stop less and less, because we've experienced most of the stuff already. Ooh, wow, that is so nice. The Shana's Tie Binder with the golden stamp signature of, what is it? Ledania. Very beautiful. Honestly, I love this art. The old tech borderless, and this is just gorgeous. I'm gonna keep this. That's nice. Oh, and a full art swamp. That's very nice. Okay, let's go on to our rest of the pack. Malicious Eclipse, Bartolome de Presidio, Canonized in Blood, Waterlogged Hulk, Balance Moon Smithy. I don't think we've seen this one before. It costs 4 with 2 white pips. When it enters the battlefield, you create a White Gnome Soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts and creatures you control. So this is going to be broken in certain commander decks, but just in general, it's good, I think, and also limited. And then at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control, and if you do, you can transform it. So you just need well, 3 more, right? Because it's this, then you create the gnome, and then you have 3 more that you have to have, and it creates the Barracks of the 1000, which whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by the Barracks of the 1000, you create a White Gnome Soldier with the same ability. Wow, this is very good. Limited and in Commander, I guess. Cosmic Blast, and then token Punch Out card. Very nice. I'll say very nice. Okay, then we have, ooh, this is one of the commander cards for the Ahoy Mate deck. Promising Vein, and then the commons. Oh, wow, okay. Then we have Bitter Triumph in the uncommon, Vanguard of the Rose, Forgotten Monument, Master's Guide Mural, Belligerent Yearling, and the Borderless Showcase version. Then we have Stalactite Stalker. It's a 1/1 Goblin Rogue Black, rare. It's a menace creature, and at the beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. That's very strong. And then for 3, because the menace in this allows you to grow it quite significantly at the beginning, and with 3 and sacrifice, the target creature gets -X till the end of turn, whereas power, which with 4 you can grow it bigger. Very good card in limited. I like that. And then we have a Malamet Veteran and foil, and of course from the Throne of Eldraine, Gramgully the Generous, because it's a Goblin Shaman and it has to do with fun. Anyway, that's cool. That's another list card right there. We soldier on as usual. Okay, next up, let's see, what do we get? Okay, Eaten by Piranhas, Confounding Riddle, Hurl into History, Bloodthorn Flail, Akawali, Seething Tower, and the Borderless, and the Showcase, I should say, and Impakal again in the rare slot, and Brackish Plunder and foil, and Vampire Demon. That was a more of a calm booster right there. I'll take those as well. It's okay. Kidoki. Ooh, map token. Wow, the art of the map token is so beautiful. I love these art cards. I think they're just gorgeous, and it's such a cool addition for art lovers like myself because the artists put so much work, well, at least the ones that don't plagiarize, so much work into their own things that it's just worth it. Some of them are, well, just worthy of a museum. My Explorer's Cache, Tendril of the Mycotyrant, Outland Landmark, and then Queen's Bay Paladin. It's a 5/4 vampire knight that costs 5, and it's whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, return up to 1 target vampire card from the graveyard to the battlefield with your finality counter. You lose life equal to its mana value. Quite a few cards that you can build around with for this card. It could be decent if you manage to build around it and limit it. Otherwise, just a great card for a vampire deck, probably. And onward finally one of the posters foil. This is the first foil that I see. Poster lands. Then we go on to the Dusk Rose, Rampceratops, Earthshaw, Shaker Dreadmaw. We've not seen this one. This is a 6/6 that costs 6 with double green pip. Has trample. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card for each other that control. This is very good and limited, I would reckon. Then we have Isquinth in the normal version, and then Jade, Sea Stones, the Growing Rights of Itlimog 4, and Cavernous Maw foil. Yeah, I guess, yeah, with here. And a token. Kiduk. Very, very nice. I'm very happy with this booster box so far. Ooh, those are really cool. Just incredible, as I said before. Hey, let's move on. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll take that. I wasn't honestly expecting to get any of the dinosaur cards from, well, from Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. As this is a 6/6 dinosaur that costs 6 with Gruul in the cost, has Devour 3, so as it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature enters the battlefield with 3 times that many +1/+1 counters on it for each of those creatures, and then whenever it attacks, it deals combat damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. Excess damage is dealt to that controller. This is actually really, really good. Wow. I mean, yes, please. Why not? This is great. Get the Restless Reef and Idol of the Deep King, and wow, another great little list slot. This is Bladewing the Risen. It's a zombie dragon that costs, well, quite a whooping 7 with double Rakdos pips, and it's a 4/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, it's a legendary creature, by the way, you may return target dragon permanent card from graveyard to the battlefield, and then for Rakdos, dragon creatures get +1/+1 until the end of turn. Might be really good for the dragon tribal. I'm not sure. I don't play dragons in Commander, but it might be really good for that. Anyway, that was in the same pack. You'll notice in set boosters that if a pack has, like, the best packs are the ones that tend to have more stuff. And of course, I hear you saying, duh. No, I mean, like, you'll notice that if you get some crazy pulls there in the packs that tend to have more list slots and more board lists and so on and so forth, that's where you find the best cards usually. It's not always like that, of course. Can be different, and it does depend on what you actually get. This is a Rampaging Ceratops in the board list. Then we have a Resplendent Angel. This is another mythic. It's a 3/3 that costs 3 with 2 white pips, of course, flyer. And at the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, you get to create a 4/4 white angel token with flying and vigilance. And then for 6, so when you reach like turn 6, for example, with 3 white pips, it's not super easy, but it can be done. Till the end of turn, Resplendent Angel gets +2/+2 and lifelink, therefore enabling you to spam out those tokens. So if it's not dealt with ASAP, this will steamroll your opponents eventually. And we get a foil Aquawali and a Fungus token. Very, very nice. Very cool. I'm so happy. These openings have been really crazy. All right, let's see here. What do we get here? This beautiful, beautiful pack. So I don't know about you, but I really love it. It's up there. It's very different. I didn't think I would like it. I wasn't a huge fan of Ixalan as much. I'm not a huge fan of dinosaurs myself. Don't get mad at me. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I quite like the cards. Anyway, speaking of dinosaurs, we have a Pugnacious Hammerskull. It's a 6/6 dinosaur that only costs 3, and when it attacks while you don't control another dinosaur, you put a stun counter on it. That's insanely good. It can be a defensive 6/6 wall on turn 2 or 3 if you have the cards for it, and then you get another dinosaur in play, and then you have a 6/6. That's insanely good. Then we have Kutsil and the foil version, and then a demon token. Yeah, that's a great card, I think, even for limited. And of course, in the dinosaur deck, that's gonna be broken. Hey, there's Find an Angel, one after the other. Okie dokie. All right, here are the commons and commons. We get, oh wow, a lot of uncommons. Jadelight Spelunker and Cartographer's Companion foil and a minigame. As you notice, if there are a lot of rares, you find them less commons than uncommon in general. Ooh, wow. This is Akazol. This is the God version. That is so cool. The thing is, in the God versions of these cards, you only get the little, you know, faces. So I don't know if the Bloodletter will have how much of this see. Maybe it's just that much, but that's really cool to see the whole thing. Anyway, the island, family reunion, and all the other commons, and then we move on to the uncommons. Oh, Codesale in the showcase version. This is the first time I will take the Restless Ridgeline any day for in the boardless version. Very cool. Deeper Pilgrimage. This is an enchantment that costs 2 and it's blue. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control become tapped, you create Merfolk token with hexproof. Wow, that's good for the Merfolk deck for sure. Goblin Tomb Raider foil, and then Cinder Elemental from the, what is this, Jumpstart 2020? Yep, 2020. So it costs 4, it's an elemental creature, and it's from the list, of course. It's an X and a 1 red, tap, sack it to deal target. So that's another list slot. Very lucky this time. It's very random how the set boxes can go. Some of them can give you a lot of stuff, and some, oh wow, that's really, really cool. This is the Zoyoa Lavatong in the showcase version by Richard Wong, and it's signed. Very beautiful. We get the Hidden Nursery, and then common, uncommon, another common, another uncommon, Brass Tunnel Grinder. Good little card. Oh, this is the foil rare Terror Tide. We've not seen it. It costs 4. It's 2 black pips. Sorcery. All creatures get -X/-X until the end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. And very good. I like it. And then a map token. That's very good board wipe, I think. So if you can use that and then reanimate your side. I don't know how good reanimating is in this set. I have not seen a lot of reanimate cards. There's a lot of interaction with the graveyard, but reanimate itself, not so many as I was hoping. But still, it could be really good. Anyway, let's go on with the uncommon, and we have another Scytheclaw Raptor in the boardless version. Oh, Zoyoa the Lava Tongue, like we saw before in the boardless. And wow, Bringer of the Last Gift. This is a vampire demon 6/6 that costs 8 black pips. It's flying, and when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Then each player returns all creature cards from the graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield. Now this is something that I wouldn't use in limited, and I don't even know if I would use it in Commander, because realistically, by turn 8 or 7 or 6, if you're very lucky, you've done so much work to remove their opponent's board that this just brings it back. I know it only works if you have a huge advantage against them in the graveyard. So it really means that you have to have built a deck around this, so you can put as many creatures as possible. So when this hits the board, maybe you have, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 more creatures than your opponent. Anyway, and they're good ones too. Seismic Monster Sword. Oh, brought back. Okay, another M20 instant that is from the list slot. It costs 2 white pips, and choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tab. Of course, graveyard interaction, very much a theme here. So we're very happy to see that. Okay, next up, I have a forest on the commons. A lot of commons this one. Some uncommons and another common. Ooh, Tishana's Tidebringer. Okay, this is the 3rd one that we've gotten, and it's the best rare of the set so far. So that's very, very, very good. And then Echo of the Dusk in foil and a gnome. I'm happy with that. We get another one. We get a full playset with all of our unbox. That's pretty cool. Next up, we get Kano. Commons, uncommons. Caparocti Sunburn in the foil in the boardless version. Breaches Eager Pillager is a rare. It's a 3/3 that costs 3. Legendary creature, Goblin Pirate. It's red, has first strike, and whenever a pirate control attacks himself as well, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You create a treasure token. Target creature can't block this turn. Exile this archive of your library and play it this turn. Very, very, very good. I like that. Oh, wow. Then we get another rare in foil. Throne of the Green Captain. This, I think we've seen it before, actually. But if we have it, just in case, it's a 2 generic legendary artifact. You tap to mill 2 cards. Then you can craft with a dinosaur, a merfolk, a pirate, and a vampire. So I wonder how many people actually can pull this off in limited, and then it becomes this huge 7/7 menace, trample, lifelink, hexproof green captain. Then whenever it attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent, and then you may put an exile card used to craft this onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. It's an insane card if you can pull it off, but I don't know how often you can manage to do that. Just a few more left to go. This is the 5 to go boosters. So far, a lot of fun and very lucky. Ooh, one of the gods. That's beautiful, beautiful art. Okay, hidden cataract, and then commons, and then uncommons, and then a maw, and then more uncommons. Ooh, hulking raptor in the borderless version. Very, very beautiful. And then we got, ooh, Vito, fanatic of Alcazar. This is another mythic, and this is in the showcase version, so that's really lucky. It's a 4/4 flying legendary creature vampire demon that costs 4 with odds of Inacause. Well, that was a mouthful. And when it has flying, whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you gain 2 life. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, and then if it's the second time, each opponent loses 2 life, and if it's the third time, you create a 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying, which are the tokens that we saw earlier as well. Wow, another good card. Warden of the Inner Sky, a 1/2 human soldier that we've seen before, very decent. Vitality's Favor, and wow, another great list card. No Rest for the Wicked from the 10th core set. This is an enchantment that costs 2. It's black. Sacrifice it for returning all to your hand all creature cards that were put in graveyard from turn. So that's a little flavorful thing that deals with graveyard interaction. Okie dokie. Okay, we only have 4 to go, including this one, so we won't be long, but we're almost there towards the end. We're almost there, and so far it's been, wow, as I said, that's really, really nice. We get a 3rd Jurassic Park card, which is 1 in 12, as I said, which would mean that, you know, 24 boosters, there are 13 here. We should have gotten on average 2, but there are some boxes that will have only 1 and some boxes that will have 3, and we got lucky and we got 3. This is the forest, and it flips around to show the Velociraptor. Oh, and then, wow, one of the great gods of the set. This is Oher or Oyer Tak, maybe Oyer because Maya or Rinka then, and I think it means God, but anyway, Deepest Foundation. This is a 6/6 legendary creature god that costs 6 with 2 white pips, has vigilance if 1 or more creature tokens will be created under your control. 3 times that many of these tokens are created instead, and when it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under its own control. Of course, in Commander, this is insane. There are already combos with this, and it's a great card. And on top of that, when you flip it around, you can transform it back if you've attacked with 3 or more creatures turn, which is really easy to do. And again, you can definitely, if you get this card, you take it and you build around it, same card, and it's a mythic. Beautiful. Then we have the River Herald Scout and foil, and then a mini game. Very great card. Now let's see, we have 3 more to go. That was a great card to get. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, one of the lands and a land behind it. Okay, that was nice. All right, so we have the uncommons here. Seen Airstriker Dreadmaw in the boardless version, the Restless Anchorage in the beautiful normal version, and then the Deep Cavern Bat in foil, and a Skeleton Pirate token. I like this Skeleton Pirate. Cool. All right, 2 more. Come on. So far, we got lucky. We love this set. I hope there are commentary and our feedback on certain cards can maybe help you and be a bit instructional. And yeah, if you don't agree with some things I've said, you feel free to say so in the below. Okay, all right, these are uncommons. Ooh, throwing a green captain in showcase version is very beautiful, and that's rare, of course. And then we have the Myco Tyrant, it's a mythic, great. And then a foil Poison Dart Frog. I really wanted a foil one of these, so that's great. And a treasure token. That was a great pack. Last pack. Here we go. This has been a very pleasant unboxing. Very lucky. Thankfully, let's see what we get here. Okay, we have caves, the commons, uncommons, and then we start to see Captain Storm, of course, in the showcase version. Sorry. Wow, Cutstill's Flanker. We've not seen this one before. It's a 3/1 for 3. Okay, so it trades down easily. Has flash. When it enters the battlefield, you choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that left the battlefield under your control this turn. Wow, so Bird Wipe would be really good. Or even if you lose 2 or 3 creatures. I think 3 creatures is the sweet spot for this. And then you gain 2 life and scry 2, or you exile target player's card. I think the first one is the one you're going to use. It's not a bad card. And then we get a rare foil with Inti Seneschal of the Sun. And it's a human knight that is riding another cool dinosaur. And it's a 2/2 for 2. It's red. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature, can be any including itself, against trample until the end of turn. Whenever whenever you discard one or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. Sense a very cool card. And that is it for this wonderful spend. So all in all, let's recap a little bit. We've gotten 3 foil rares, beautiful ones. We've gotten 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mythics, some of the best ones that you can find in the set. So that's been incredibly amazing, and I'm extremely happy about that. Then we have, of course, there's going to be more of these here in the board list. Then we have the following rares, which we've hit some really good ones, and I'm very happy with them. I'm always happy to see lands, and we finally filled in all the new restless lands. We have all of them now, and then we have the following beautiful versions that are boardless, and that's a rare, that's a rare, that's another boardless rare, that's beautiful, and then a lot of dinos, great. This is part of the wild cards from the commander decks, but that's always cool. We have this amazing one, that's a rare as well, but this mythic planeswalker, less than 1% to actually have this one, so that's really, really cool. Then we have the following wildcards from commander decks. We have the following craziness of list cards, which is great. Honestly, I'm in awe. We have one Merryweather Light Duelist from the guest list, and then we have the following cards from the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Lost World, and this is really, really cool because we got 3, and one of them Tyrannosaurus Rex. All in all, extremely pleased. Scotty and I are excited for this, and this was a great set booster. We hope you've enjoyed it with us. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you like what we do, and if you want to see more unboxings for the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, make sure to stick to our channel. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as it does help small channels like ours a lot. And we hope to see you in the next one, maybe perhaps in the collector booster, who knows. Either way, thank you for being with us. We wish you a lovely day, a blessed day. Be good, be kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.